actually making this video to talk about Busy Rex and UC Nation's recovery. Honestly, I'm very grateful that this boys has finally come back to life. Because why I said they came back to life is because that thing almost took away life out of them. It's like they were just out of this world. They don't even know exactly what is going on. So I'm really grateful that this boys has finally recovered. And I don't care what anybody has to say, because if it wasn't because of Mazi, now I'm not calling out Mazi because I'm trying to make him feel better. No. I have been watching this video from the onset, from the beginning. Like I said, from the time Smart issue started, I've been watching how Mazi has been, before Mazi even stepped into the matter. Everybody, Nasty G and the other boys, they were just acting so confused. They were misbehaving. They were, not until Mazi stepped into the case. And that was how the journey began. Now, it got to Nasty G, Busy Rex, and UC Nation. Mazi again. Now, fast forward. Now, I watched a video of Busy Rex. Busy Rex, I'm really, really happy that you have finally recovered. And I want to use this opportunity to tell you that, please, when situations like this should ever arise, and if you see somebody who is also getting his or herself into situations like that, be in a position to advise them. And then secondly, you have to, now you've come to understand what it means to tamper with, you know how to handle spiritual things now. Even if Nasty tries to be proven too stubborn, or tries to prove so stubborn again, when situations like this come up, you'll be in the best position to pull him out, no matter how stubborn he proves to be. So that is by the way. Now, I will tell you this. You see, Mazi, I want you to personally do a special video to thank Mazi. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't thank, Nasty. Nasty also did his best, but Mazi did the most, because he took a lot of insult. He took a lot of the insult he took, both from outsiders and the boys, is more than enough to even snatch his own life. So make a video and do a special appreciation to Mazibe, because that guy he went far and wide for you. He went far and wide for you. So that's by the way. And then, you see, I will also tell you, go back and watch the video and see how everything started, and then know how to address the issue that had happened. Now, moving to UC Nation. UC Nation, I don't know what exactly is the delay and what your condition is, but I know that for a fact that you have recovered from the incident that happened to you and Busy Rex. Now, this is not the time for you to start, cautioning blames. Of course, and I'm happy Busy Rex could remember how everything started. What I don't understand is the fact that you, Sinisha, will come out and say, uh, uh, what thing do me? What am I doing? Bro, are you trying to tell me that you didn't? If you can't record anything, at least record the fact that that you, Busy Rex, and Nasi G got affected by something spiritual. Think like a human being. Think like someone who has sense. This is not the time for you to start accusing or fighting, and for you to even fight Mazi. I'm very disappointed in you. The same Mazi that is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that you and Busy Rex, recover. It's the same Mazi that you have the guts to. Like, if you're that emotional, can't you control it? Didn't you see the way Busy Rex was able to control himself? Even after he realized that, okay, I'm healed, but he was able to control himself so that they could explain to him. And that was what your own. You just boom, immediately you recover. You start fighting everybody. Is that how you behave? Is that how you behave? Now make an apology to Mazi. Make an apology to Mazi because that guy did a lot. You see all those boys you are seeing, Ike, of course, if you go and watch the video, you see what you are saying. Muna, what did I do you? Ike, what did I do you? Go and watch all those videos. You see it. Stop being ungrateful, man. Stop being ungrateful. Now, I'm going to remind you something. During the time when this issue happened, you, Busy Rex, and Nasty could have been healed at the same time. If you don't remember, let me clear the whole thing to you now. Mazi gave an instruction that nobody should take you, Busy Rex, and Nasty to anywhere until he finds a solution. And that solution was they were looking for Trinity. Only for Mazi to come back and realize that Ene went and brought your mother, and then also brought Busy Rex auntie. Mazi was not even aware. He came back and he got the shock. In fact, he got the surprise of his life. Now, all these things that happened, he tried to make sure that they bring you guys back so that they can, since they've already, he has already gotten a link through Bakaida that, this is where they should take you guys to. But he tried. Nobody could release you guys. He had to make use of what he has. That was Nasty G. He said, okay, since these people don't want to release you guys, let me take Nasty G. Maybe if I take Nasty G and they say that Nasty G has been healed, probably they will also, maybe that will make them change their mind and then bring you guys back. But no. When Nasty G was here, what happened? They came back and started accusing Nasty G. That Nasty G was used you guys for ritual. Mazi used you guys for accusing everywhere. So I want that to get into your skull, bro. I want that to get into your skull. Don't come out and be accusing. If you're looking for anybody to be cautioning blame on, look for Mona, number one. Mona, number one. The so-called violence, number two. Who else? IK, number three. Even though that one later on, came back to his senses. Now I'm telling you who you should caution blames on. Also, another person is Ene. I caution blame to Ene as well, because Ene, if Ene has not removed you from where Nasty G was, where they kept Nasty G, you wouldn't. Your situation would have not been prolonged. Wouldn't have been prolonged. Till date. So Blame Ene as well. Okay? It's later on all of them started coming, some of them, not even all of them, some of them started coming back to their senses. So don't ever in your life say, Mazi, this Mazi. Bro, go and apologize to Mazi because that guy has suffered a lot. If that guy has, if Mazi has collapsed and maybe you guys got recovered and they say, oh, Mazi, God forbid that Mazi is no more. Would you have the mouth to be? Would you have the mouth to be fighting him? How can somebody help you out finish and then the only thing you can use to repay him back is to you know, be hooking him and then be you know, slapping him? Come on, man. So you have to make a video and apologize to Mazi because Mazi was the only one who was going fighting tooth and nail to make sure that you and Busy Rex recover. But the only problem is that each time he goes out to look for solution, one or two persons might have caused havoc, or maybe he will just come back and hear that the instruction he gave, somebody, you know, one of the boys will go and do what is in their mind, you know, and at that point, the same boys also will be fighting him. Can you imagine? The same boys will be fighting him. So if you know what is good for you, make that apology. Make that apology. Make that apology to Mazi, because that guy suffered for you. If you guys have not listened to him, if Nasty has not listened to Mazi, sorry, if Nasty had listened to Mazi, you guys will not be in this situation. It's because you guys don't listen. Mazi was warning, do not touch that thing, do not do anything. Nasty went and, you know, touch it. And that was what brought you guys to where you guys are. Now today you guys are, you know, are healed. And you're here causing havoc. Come on, man. That's not wise. That's not wise. Like, you guys need to grow up and act like adults like you are.